I think there was 8 of us, all wireless operators, and we were all in contact. We didn't know what ships we were in contact with. All we had was the 3-letter digit, which was the call sign, and a frequency of which to operate, but directing the fire from the heavy cruiser Black Prince onto, as far as I recall what they said, the army had been stuck at Caen, where the Germans were. What that was what they were doing. The big heavy guns were pounding the German lines because all we had, the army had, was 25 pounders, artillery, and they had to be towed on off the boat by a jeep. Big chaotic and very noisy.
How early were you in there? What time of day was it?
Early morning, I went down over the side on the nettings. The army had gone in 6:30, so I must have been 3 to 7. There were various naval ships actually fired over the front line where the British troops were to clear the way for the troops. So that's as far as I know.
How many naval people were on with you?
There were 8 of us, and we were all separated on the beach. And we were told, when we landed, dig a hole and get in it. My own armament was a Webley 45. That was personal.
I bet you were pleased to have that. Did each of you have your own ship that you were communicating with?
You can only have one frequency, and people can go on it. There's only one at a time, so I think they must have had others out there.
You were the Black Prince, you think, weren't you?
I think it was called the Black Prince, but I couldn't be certain of it. It was just somebody that said all I had was a frequency to operate on and a call sign. And the ship that was out the front, firing sort of thing.
Right.
Somebody would say, up 2 or up 4 up.
What was the next step?
The army went, after they got through Caen, because they were held up, we went back to the beach, because they built the artificial harbour, the Mulberry, which was the artificial harbour. And we were there. There was the people who were constructing the Mulberry had to be told what was coming next, and they passed information to us, and we transmitted it back to them. So it was well coordinated, shall I say, yeah.
How long were you on the beach for in that location?
The army got to Caen pretty quick. As I say, once the Mulberry was built, we got attached as the naval liaison officer to the 1st Canadian Army, and their job was to liberate Antwerp. And we went into Antwerp, and they set up a naval barracks, and we set up a wireless station there, and we transmitted messages back to the Allied Naval Command in Paris.
Do you remember how you felt? Was it cold? What was your overall?
I was 19, and it was something new, Yeah.
So was it exciting?
I think, apprehensive more than anything. But once the army had gone on, as I say, my job was finished. Well, mine and a few others.
Yes. If you were to tell somebody, this is my overall feeling about that offensive, because it was such a big thing in the war.
All I can remember, really, is how noisy it was. I was, 19, and I was full of gung-ho, We was combined ops. We'd done the assault course up in Scotland.
Wow.
We were trained for it.
Yeah. You must have been so fit. Just looking at the size of what you had to carry and...
I was very fit, very fit.
Yeah.
We were all conscripted men, people, youngsters, Once you're 18, you're eligible for the forces.
And how did you feel about that?
It was going to be an adventure. This was the time when the Germans were bombing London.
Looking back on it, do you recognise how important it was? Does it feel that you did something important, or do you just feel that you did your job and...
Yeah, that was it more. I did what I was told to do. Dig a hole and get your bum in there.